Steak 'n Shake, the restaurant that made a name for itself serving hand-dipped milkshakes and prime burgers, has seen its share of turmoil. And now the company is facing even more adversity as it becomes yet another victim of the COVID-19 pandemic. Steak 'n Shake announced that it has permanently closed a total of 57 locations across the country. 51 of the restaurants were company-owned and 6 were franchised. To offset losses caused by coronavirus shutdowns, Steak 'n Shake's owner has also sold 1 restaurant to a franchisee and 10 stores to its operating partners. The closures are the latest problems to hit the chain, which has changed owners several times. As of mid-May 2020, the locations of the shuttered restaurants have not been announced. The company explained what prompted the restaurant slowdown in its quarterly report, saying, as of March 31, 2020, 62 of the 306 company-operated stores were temporarily closed. As of March 31, 2019, 44 of the 408 company-operated stores were temporarily closed. The COVID-19 pandemic has adversely affected our operations and financial results. The COVID-19 pandemic could cause disruptions to our supply chain. Moreover, we cannot predict how the outbreak of COVID-19 will alter the future demand of our products. Steak 'n Shake was born in Normal, Illinois, after its founder, Gus Belt, decided to abandon his idea of opening a fried chicken and beer restaurant next to a gas station. Belt's new idea was simple: to serve freshly ground burgers made of steak to his guests. To drive home the quality of his burgers, he would wait until the dining area was full before pushing a wheelbarrow full of T-bones, sirloins, and round steaks across the room. According to Restaurant News, Belt would then start grinding the meat in front of his customers to make his famous steak burgers. Pushing a wheelbarrow with steak through a crowded restaurant wasn't the only thing he did. He also created an open kitchen so customers could watch their steak burgers being cooked, and for this, he coined the motto, "In sight, it must be right."
I come to Steak 'n Shake because I love it.
According to Mental Floss, Belt also liked going through his customers' discards to find out what they weren't eating, and used this insight to tweak his menu. Belt stayed at the helm of his restaurant until he passed away in 1954 and left Steak 'n Shake to his wife, who operated the chain until 1969 when she sold her part to Longchamps for $17 million, a company that had visions of turning Steak 'n Shake into a fast food restaurant. The brand changed hands again in 1971 when it was sold to Franklin Corporation, and under their stewardship, the chain grew to 130 locations across the country by 1975, as Restaurant News reported. The chain went back to its roots after a new owner, E.W. Kelly & Associates, took it over in 1981. The New York Times reports that at the time, the group was known for buying up underperforming companies and trying to fix them up. According to Mental Floss, group head Ed Kelly, who is something of a legend in the food industry for his work on famous brands like Tang, Klondike Bars, and Cool Whip, is also credited for turning the restaurant around at the beginning of the 21st century before he passed away in 2003. Steak 'n Shake has definitely seen better days. The restaurant that inspired the birth of Shake Shack is nowhere near as successful as its upstart competitor is today. The brand's current owner says the chain's lackluster performance in 2019 was a drag on its overall results, and that its numbers in the last 3 years have gone from bad to worse. According to the quarterly report, net sales decreased by nearly 37% and franchise royalties and fees by nearly 22% during the first quarter of 2020. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more mashed videos about your favorite fast food chains are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.